also as well as with respect to the library branch. And along with that, the key attribute, another entity we have taken as in the card. So they mentioned as in the card number, and again that card, so it has in its relationship between what exactly with respect to the book lending. So this is about an ER diagram. Now, how to write a schema diagram? So first write all the the schema means what? It is the pictorial representation of the relationship here. So you're right, actually this is the way of specifying the schema diagram. And this book authors, publisher, these are all called actually the schema constructs here. And so after writing the box, you mentioned all the attributes here. And in which table, in the case of the book ID is the primary key. Just you need to underline only the primary key attribute in the schema diagram. Okay. Then how you can provide a establishment relation, how you can show the relationship among these relations is that, so you can observe here, wherever we have the primary key attribute, so for that arrow mark should be shown towards the primary key attribute here. So from that, so here for example, in case of the book authors, book ID is the foreign key. So book ID of the book authors is referencing from what exactly? The book ID of the book table. So we need to write like this. Take one right line, then show the arrow mark towards the book ID. So always the arrow mark should be shown towards what exactly? Wherever we have considered attribute as in the primary key here. So even in case of actually you can see for the publisher name is the primary key, and in book publisher name is the foreign key. So you can see actually publisher name of the book is referencing from what exactly? The name of the publisher table. So this is the way of showing what exactly the schema diagram here. Okay. So this is how we can use we can write the schema diagram and all. So after creation of the table, so this is the description command to see all the table has been created at what. Then use an insertion command to insert values to all the tables here. So after performing the things, now let us take with the queries one by one here. The first one is what exactly? Retrieve the details of all the books in the library, that is library ID, title, name of the publisher, authors, and number of copies in each branch, etc. That means what we have to do is that, so retrieve the details of all the books in the library ID. Whatever it is given in the query statement, ID, title, name of publisher, authors, and number of copies, these are all my output of the screen, output of that particular query statement. So select book ID, title, publisher, author name, number of copies, and for each branch means we should mention the branch ID. Then from which tables you are referring. So book ID will be actually retrieving from the book table, and book authors and book copies and the library branch here. So because we need the book ID, the title and the name of the publisher will be located in the publisher table, and authors will be located in what exactly? In in author table. And also in each branch means that we need to concentrate on the branch ID, that is where it will be located in the library. So because of that, we'll be referring all the four tables and joining condition of all the four tables based on what exactly? Primary key and foreign key. So here when you write this query, so you'll be retrieving all the values. This is what exactly the output of the query. That I'll show the execution, then you can will come to know. Next. Second query is that get the particulars of the borrowers who have borrowed more than 3 books from Jan 2017 to June. That means we need to get the borrowers. Borrowers in the sense that the information will be located in the card number here. Okay. So who, that means that card must be borrowed what exactly? More than 3 books. There is a condition. What is that? More than 3 books means it should be greater than 3. And that book must be borrowed from the date Jan 2017 to June 2017. So for that, what is the command? Select card number, and whenever if you are applying the conditions on any tuple selection here, we must make use of one of the class that called actually the group by class here. And one more thing, you keep it in that. So group by class must be applied only for the what exactly? The foreign key attributes, because you can't apply for the primary key attribute, because even if you apply the primary key attribute, so that should not be, the group by class will not be work, because each value of the primary key attribute should be and unique here. So select card number from book lending where date out between Jan 2017 and July 2017, and you are going to group the card number because that the card must borrow more than 3 books. First, you need to group the card number, then apply the condition on the grouping attribute. What is that condition? He must borrow more than 3 books here. So that is having count of star greater than 3 means having is the condition that is applied on the grouping attribute. Count of star means that this star it indicates for this card number, and what is that more than 3 books means it should be greater than 3 here. And one more thing you have to keep it in mind that whichever the attribute that you are using for the group by class, the same attribute should also be located in what exactly the select statement here. Okay, that is the very important. Next, third one is delete a book in book table and update the contents of other tables to reflect this data manipulation. That means, so if I delete some information of book from book table, and wherever that book information is located in some other relation, everything it has to be get deleted here. So because of that, while creating the table, we have used actually the book on delete cascade here. So that is not the constraint that is used to perform this operation. So delete from book where book ID is equal to 3. If I delete book ID is equal to 3, so the first from book table it is get deleted. And even though if this book ID is referencing for other, that is book copies and book lending, wherever it is actually those values are present, everywhere that entire information is going to be deleted here. Now, next, partition the book table based on year of application, demonstrate it's working with a simple query. That means we have this book table here. I want to partition this. That means I need to split this relation. So based on what exactly this publication here, and demonstrate it's working. That means after partitioning, I need to show the result whether the partition has been done or what. For that, view command is used. View is what exactly it is a virtual table which is derived from the main table here. So for that, what we have to do is that create view name as you are going to select the publication year from which table, from the book. So that means you have partitioned that book, and this publication year will be stored in some other table called actually the publication. After that, how you are going to show this result means use select star from view underscore publication so that the result will be stored here. Okay. Next, another query is create a view of all the books and its number of copies that are currently available in the library. That means we need to create the view. That view contains what exactly all the books and also how many number of copies that book contains that are currently available in the library. So create view v books. That means you are going to create another table by using in the view command. What is that view book? That view book contains what exactly book ID, book title, number of copies, and these are all actually retrieved from using all these relations based on this joining condition here. Then after that, if you want to check what exactly, select star from view books here. This is the way. Then this result is going to be specified here. So this is about the first lab session here. How the library, that means how you are going to create a library database, and how after that how you are going to establish connections, then how you are going to retrieve the values here. This is what exactly the theory part. Now let us see how execution of this can be done here. Okay, so Okay, so now here we'll see how this table can be and created here. So that is the library database. Okay, so here whenever if you want to create a view here, sometimes what will happen actually, you might have observed that you'll be getting actually the insufficient privileges here. So for that, what you have to do is that if you want to work with the view command, so if you want to work with the view command, you must give a command like this: grant create view to your username. Then after that, it will be giving a grant succeeded. That means if the grant is succeeded, you can, so what exactly you can, that means you got in permission to get to make use of the view command under the SQL environment here. Then after that, you need to get connected to your the username here. Now, first let us take actually, so we'll see how to create the table here. Okay, so how to copy, go to your edit, then paste, then press enter. Okay, copy, go here, edit, paste, press enter. Missing invalid. So why actually here you can observe here the bracket has been missed here. Okay. Copy, go here, edit, paste, press enter. You can see the table has been created. Now we'll see and we'll create another table called the book. Okay, so here I have already created the table and inserted and I've kept it in one notepad. You can do this. Okay, so because it helps if you get any error while executing. So if you have the another copy, so you can easily make any changes and or else for each terminal every time you need to write the information. So here I have made the book ID and book numbers together as actually the primary key. Then after that, again now I am going to create another table called the library branch. Okay, table has been created. So after the library branch, again I am going to create another table called actually the book copies. Okay, edit, paste, then enter. You can see whatever I have explained, create table, book copies, number of copies, everything is there. So just here, I'm going to show you how, I'm showing how the table has been created. Okay, then go here, edit, paste, then enter.